Welcome back to the Project Management Office. Today we're going to be talking about the concepts and the theories behind stakeholder management. Now, stakeholders, the image that normally conjures up for people is very senior people, directors, steering committees, directors of boards who come together and make big decisions about everything that we do. That is correct. That is correct. They inevitably will decide on even doing the project, the budget for the project, the resources that are going to go into it, and they are the ones that give us the authority to go away and actually carry out this piece of work. So yes, they're absolutely important, but let's take that image away from you for a moment, because they are not the ones that we should be targeting when we look at gaining an understanding of the work that we're about to do. So if we look at a CRM project, a customer relationship management system, that's going to be put in place within a business unit within your overall organization. That involves what we call a customer journey, the point at which a customer engages with the business, how they log their details, how they request a product, how they receive that product, and how they're charged for that product. That's the customer journey. You have to realize that at each point of that customer journey, there are stakeholders. The first stakeholder, and I would say the most important stakeholder, is the user, the person who's going to use the system that you're putting together. Technology teams inevitably get very excited about this really whizzy thing that we're going to build, and people are going to find it awesome. Yes, that's true. Very, very true. It is going to be awesome. It is going to be quite something to show. But you have to look at it from the user's perspective. When you're about to introduce a new technology, you're going to potentially change the way that they work. And people's jobs and their work is extremely important to them. Not just the pride they take in their work, but it's also important because it pays the bills. It supports their families. It supports their lives. You have to be careful when you come along and say, I'm about to change this radically or improve it, because they don't hear the word improve. They hear the word change. And change is frightening for many people. So you have to be sensitive to these issues. So whilst we're producing something whizzy and it's absolutely going to do great things for them, we need to make sure that we take them on board and we ensure that they fully understand what it is we're giving to them. But before we do any of those things, before we even start to do that, we need to listen. We need to listen to them about what it is that makes their job difficult, what causes them pain in the process that they have to go through every single day, and how can we bring about a change to that, an improvement to that, and alleviate them from the issues that they are facing on a day-to-day basis. So that's actually what I believe our role is as a project. So the listening bit is so important. Get out to the business. Get out to where the business actually is. Don't sit in your office behind a Gantt chart and behind spreadsheets. Get up, get in the car, get on a train, and go out and meet the users. Sit with the users, understand, and spend a day with them in different locations and listen to what they have to say about the systems that they want to utilize. Once you've understood that, that's one of your major stakeholders that you're working to. We then produce a set of requirements. The business, the wider stakeholders, will tell you, here's what we're trying to achieve. Here are the efficiencies that we are trying to achieve. And I can tell you now that in most technologies, stakeholders at a senior level are not trying to get rid of jobs. What they're trying to do is increase the amount of productivity that people are actually able to implement. And that's what we're here for. We're here to demonstrate and explain what that productivity is going to be. So there's your first stakeholder, the actual person on the ground that is receiving your technology. The next stakeholder is the person that has to manage those people and that technology being implemented in their department. So department heads then become your stakeholders. Your customers, they are your stakeholders. Listen to your customers when they receive an invoice, when they receive a quotation. How do they feel? How quickly does that happen? How quickly are they managed and maintained? These are important. So understand the customer, they're a stakeholder. Your project team, your developers, your testers, your architects, they're stakeholders because they want to have ownership over what we produce within the project. That's important too. So you need to nurture and coach and mentor your team. You need to give them time at the start of a project when you're looking at design and you're having design workshops. You need to be the person that's taking in their ideas. Now, all the ideas will get implemented. Inevitably, that is the case. You have to set priorities.